Hi, everyone. My name is Tammy Grant. I am the CEO and owner of Creative Expressions, picture video service, and I provide visual brand coaching services to help startups and small businesses grow their businesses. Um, Today, I am going to be talking about the 4Ps of marketing. So, if you are struggling with your marketing, I'm going to be sharing some basics here to this afternoon. These are some basic principles that you can implement in your day-to-day marketing, but this is just the beginning. But I do suggest that you build upon that in terms of, getting the help that I will be offering at the end of the session. I'm going to be offering some free help at the end, um, and we're going to go from there. So, I'm going to, as people come on in, I'm going to get started. We are going to be discussing the 4Ps of marketing. So, because of the way my setup is, I have to be creative where I live at. So, I'm not going to be in front of the board. I will be flipping the board back and forth to kind of answer some questions, or or something like that, or maybe to elaborate a little bit more on the topic. But I will be using my whiteboard. So just wanted to let you know. So um, so in a couple minutes, I am going to be flipping the screen for those who just jumping on. I'm going to be teaching on the 4Ps of marketing. 4Ps of marketing. So if you are struggling with your marketing, you may want to come in here and get some help. And I'm going to say this: marketing is one of the number one causes of people going out of business, because they don't have a marketing plan, and then they're not willing to spend the money that it takes. If you want to be successful, I'm just going to say this before I start: you do got to put money into something in order to get it out. So just like basically the way you guys, and I'll discuss this a little bit later, but I just want to say that as we move forward. So the 4Ps of marketing, I am going to be flipping the screen now. Okay, we're talking about the 4Ps of marketing. So basically, you're going to probably see me writing, because the way I'm set up, I probably would be in the way. So the first concept we're going to talk about is content. Content. That is one of the C's, 4C's of marketing. And please let me know that you could see this. If you cannot see this, let me know. Okay, content. So content marketing. Content is basically, you know what I'm doing. I'm gonna come back and so we're gonna talk. So basically, content is the material that you create on. Let me turn this, because I just want to turn this around. So basically, guys, for content is the content, the material that you create on a day-to-day basis to promote your business. So it is either, even if you do it through stock photos, if you do it through live photos, video, audio. So it's content that you basically create on a day-to-day basis. and that's called content. You ever hear anybody say content social media marketing? So it's not a paid ad, it's just basically you're sharing content. And content marketing is very, very important because that is the main tool that's going to drive traffic to your website, to whatever, your social media platforms. So it's basically the content that you develop on a day-to-day basis, and that is how you drive. That's the number one tool of driving traffic. So in order for you to grow your business, you have to have traffic. So that content marketing has to be on point, because whatever you put out on your social media channels, your audience receives it. So, and when you are developing your content marketing, or your advertisement, you have to keep in mind your audience. When you're creating this content, you just can't create content because you like it. You have to keep in mind, okay, I'm targeting, millennials. So I have to have content that is going to engage that particular target audience. So if you're not giving them the right content, then they're not going to engage it. Because sometimes you might wonder why, people are not responding as much to maybe some of your ads or whatever the case is. That could be, I'm not saying that it is, but it could be the fact that you're not giving your audience what they need so they can engage into what you have. So content marketing is like a warm up. It helps you to warm up your audience so they can eventually buy. And how you do that, not selling. You do that by educating them, inspiring them, giving them tips of how to help them in their business, or if you're marketing to consumers, giving them everyday, whatever, if you work the household tips or whatever it is, skincare tips, different things that that they are going to need and want. So put yourself in the mind of the customer. What would you want to engage in when you online? And what makes you engage in content online? It has to meet a need. It has to be something you're interested in. So if you have an audience that are consumers, then you have to, whatever that product that you are selling or service, you have to have them in mind when you creating that content. That is the key to driving traffic to your website, to your social media platforms, and to the point of them interested in wanting to buy. Is that an overnight thing? No, it's not an overnight thing. If you are especially if you are a startup, because nobody knows who you are. And startup phase is between 1 and 4 years. That's normally the range for a startup business. So if you have not been doing the right kind of advertisement, like from 1 year to the 4th year, nobody really knows you. So you're still considered. You might be 7 years in business. You might feel like you still a startup in terms of the people that come after your product, because you have not market right. You have not done what you're supposed to do. When you start a business, this is not something that you just do from your hip pocket and you just guess and maybe I'll get it. It does not work like that. Business is like a puzzle. You have to put each piece together. You have to learn. You have to study. You have to read. You have to learn. Because if you think that you're going to just post something on social media and you're going to just become a millionaire, or you're going to get six figures. That doesn't work like that. It normally doesn't work like that. You still have to have a marketing plan. At the end of the day, that's just how it works. Okay, so entrepreneurship is hard work, guys. People that you work for and pay you every week, they gotta get those numbers in so they can pay you. They have to know their stuff. They can't be guessing the game and then they come at the end of the week, they come back and say they don't have enough money to pay you. Would you work for someone like that? No. So when you, in terms of your business, because hopefully you want to grow your business to the point where you want to pay other people. They're going to be dependent on you each week to pay them. Okay? So you got to get this marketing together, and you got to be willing to spend money to advertise, to grow your business. You have to. So that is content marketing. For anyone who just came on, I just talked about content marketing, and the next one, I'm going to be turning the screen. So the next one is consistency. That's the other C. So I just suggest that you take some notes, because when someone's giving you information, make sure you take notes. Consistency. Sorry, I'm late. Oh, that's all right. Thank you for coming in. So the first two, since you just coming in, content marketing was the first one. Content, and then we have consistency. So I'm about to turn again, guys. So the next C of marketing is consistency. Okay? Because, see, some of y'all think that like I just said, some of y'all think y'all going to start a business and it's just going to be boom. Like when you begin your marketing, when you decide to get a marketing plan, because some of you you probably don't have one. Most people think they have one and they don't. So basically, you have to have consistency in your marketing. And so that means that this is what it means not just not giving up, but consistency in terms of the days that you post on that you advertise on social media, the times, because when you are marketing, believe it or not, just because people don't respond to what you put out doesn't mean they don't see it, honey. They see it, baby. Okay? Don't you know, I watched one young lady for almost a year before I joined her workout program. Her name is Fabano. I don't know if anybody know her. Fabano. She's a Latino, and she's a celebrity in the field of fitness, health and fitness. So they interviewed her on different ABC and all that. Anyway, I watched her because I really didn't know her, and she was showing all the results that she got for her clients. And she showed, actually her body shows that she knows what she's doing. And then she would show testimonials. So I watched. I didn't know her. So, and that's how your target audience do you. They sit back and watch you. I'm just saying that I guess at that time, this is ideal for me since we are, locked down. I can do a live and still get to my health goals. But what I'm saying is that your audience, they sit back and watch you. So you have to be consistent at what you do. Because if you decide to stop posting, okay, I'm not going to post this week, then you're losing the interest of your target audience, because they sit back and wait to hear from you. They sit back to look when you're going to come back again, when you're going to post this or put this out, and I'm talking about content that's educational, inspirational, teaching them about your product in a way of sharing the benefits of the product and what it does, and tips. Just like if you're in health and fitness, you're sharing what different fruits do for the body, and how what vitamin C does this for the skin. So you're teaching them along the way. So you can keep them engaged, because they're into health and fitness, so they want to hear that. And so as you're teaching them and providing that engaging content, they're looking at you to buy. Eventually they're going to look at you to buy. A lot of times that's what they do. So you can't start posting and then stop. Okay, if you're posting Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, if that's your days, then stick to those days, because your audience is looking for you to put that content out. Just like if you're doing you're going to do live videos or whatever the case is, maybe you might want to. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Horace. You might want to, you're picking 3 days out of the week, then you stick to those 3 days. And then you have certain times, stick to 3 times. Because like some people say, oh, I post Monday through Sunday. It's not really about posting every day, but it's about being consistent about what you do. If you only have the times, and some of y'all might work other jobs, if you only have 3 days out of the week, then do the 3 days of the week. Be consistent. Okay, that's all. And the times, be consistent. That's it. Because a lot of them sit back and watch. Just like, for instance, I know people watching me, like saying, "Well, I want to work with her. I want her to coach me," or whatever the case. Like, I know there's people watching me. I've had people that watch me, and they wind up coming to me, inboxing me for the free 15-minute business assessment. And then they wind up becoming, my client, so, but they watched me because, they saw something that they saw the value that I was given. And like I told y'all, don't be a seller. Don't be a constant chronic seller. Like, I'm not saying that you shouldn't sell, but don't be chronic with it. Really provide value. So so people can remember you for that. And when you provide value, that's when they want to trust you and they want to work with you. They'll come looking for you, running for you, hunting you down. Trust me. So, all right. So next one is, I guess I'm gonna flip the screen again because I can't get in the front. So, all right. So the next one is creativity. Creativity. I don't know if y'all can see that. So, creativity. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see creativity? Let me know if y'all can see creativity, because it's kind of low. So the next one, hi Charlotte. The next one I'll put up on the other side. Oh, you can see it. Okay, awesome. So creativity, in terms of creativity, and this is something I'm putting in for my, okay. Oh, see, okay. So in terms of creativity, I'm going to just focus on one point about creativity. And what I'm going to focus on is your unique proposition. Like, let me turn, I'm sorry. I want to focus on this point that's involving creativity. And I'm going to talk about your unique proposition. And your unique proposition is what is different about your business from the next person that sells the same thing you sell. So you want to be creative in the content, in in the content that you put out, in terms of keeping in mind what you do that's different from the other person's. That maybe you own a, maybe, I don't know, lace wig shop or something, or I'm gonna say, how about I say a lash beauty and lash business, because I see that's like super popular. Everybody had got lashes, they selling it. But what makes your lash business unique from the other person's business? So you want to put that out in your content. You got to be different. You got to have a different spin to what you do that stands out, that meets a need for your audience. That is the reason why they're going to buy from you, because you make their life convenient. You make their life wonderful, whatever that product or service that you have. So like I said, your lash business should not be the same as someone else's, because you are a different person from that other person. So bringing your creativity, I want you to focus on your uniqueness, the uniqueness of your product and your service. For example, if I was to have a lash business, okay, I'm going to have I may decide that I'm going to offer, I'm just saying, I'll have, like, when they come in during lunch hours, maybe Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'll have a free, like, free food, like a free salad or something like that, or something like that, a continental breakfast or something. If they come in at these particular hours, you have something to serve like that. That's unique. Like, when you don't go into, and I'm talking about, like, and I'm just using that as an example. You something different that you do in that business that make you stand out than from the other people. So I'm just using that. I'm just using it for an example. I hopefully you guys, you got what I'm saying. So that is what you want to focus on, is the uniqueness, and you want to put that out in your content. When you're doing your marketing, you want to display that as you're doing your marketing. And it's not like direct, but just implementing that into your marketing, So y'all got me on that one. Okay. Because creativity, and it's more to it, but I'm just touching on just a little bit of the creativity side of it. So the next one is, okay, let me turn it again. So the next one is culture. Culture. All right. The next one is culture. So in terms of culture, and I'm going to focus on just a couple things with culture. And okay, cool. I'm glad you're back. Another thing with culture. Okay, we're talking about the 4P's of marketing. So in terms of your culture, you want to display what you actually stand for as a company. Like, your mission and your vision. I'm going to talk about these two because they two different things. People mix them up. They are two different things, and you need to know what both of them, have a good understanding of both of them. So your mission is what your company goal is. Your mission is to offer cost-effective services for startups and small businesses. That's the mission of what you're trying to do. Or no, I'm actually gonna. No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna take that back. or the just the goal of your company, what your company is set out to do. What you are setting out to do for your audience. So that is your mission, is basically your goal, the goal of the company. And that starts with the reason, that starts with purpose. The reason you even started the business links up to the goal that you're going to be operating in, for your business. Okay. So you definitely need to, so that's the mission. Okay. Then when you talk about vision, I'm just going to just give you my vision so you can you'll be able to use it as an example. My vision is cost effective, making the dreams of startups and small businesses come true. That's my vision statement for my company. So that means I stand by that. Cost effective, making the dreams of startups and small business come true. That means that when you come to me, you don't get turned down. We find a way to get services for you with payment plans and whatever we have to do so that you can get what you need. That's what we stand for as a business. Other companies don't stand for that because they might market to like higher corporate businesses, where they kicking out like 10 grand and up, for services. Okay. Because that's what they stand for. But I stand for cost effective, making the dreams of startups and small businesses come true. That's my vision. And the mission of my company is to provide, because I am a videography. So we provide, engaging videography services so that so customers can reach their target. They can reach their target audience, and in addition we provide we provide visual brand coaching services to help startups and small businesses grow their businesses. So that's our mission, So I wanted to just use mine as an example. Okay. Yeah. So okay. And so when you have, in terms of your mission, in terms of what you stand for as a company, even, your integrity and all the other things that you stand for, you need to show that in your marketing, in your marketing strategy. You need to implement that, because that, that's going to highlight you more as a business. That's going to highlight your business and make your business stand out. And then also people will get to know who you are as a business. Like, okay, they stand for this. They don't just say they stand for it. They represent this. Just like IKEA. Everybody know IKEA. They sell household everything. Every household everything. But they stand for quality, but they also stand for reasonable pricing. So you kind of get quality there, and you can get something reasonable. That is that's their vision. Of course, I looked them up years ago. I was doing this homework when I first started my business. I was in the early stages of my business. I wanted to learn I needed to learn this stuff, but so you need to, people need to know what you stand for. So if you're not sharing that information and you always just selling, buy this, people don't know like what you stand for. They don't even know your mission. You don't even put it out. You don't post it. You don't even put nothing out. Nobody knows who you are. And that could be the reason why nobody may not be consistently buying from, because they don't know you. And like I told you, traffic is the first thing for people to get to know you. You got to put that, content marketing. The content that you put is going to drive the traffic, And so as long as the content is put out right, okay? So it's just not putting content out. And I ever talked about that already. So all of that has to be, all of these 4C's of marketing, content marketing. You have to be consistent with the content. Then you have to be creative with your content. And then your content then you need to you need to share your culture in your content as well. And all of these, they all go together. All go together. You can't do one without the other. So these are the 4 C's of marketing. I don't know if there's any, because I'm going to be concluding. And is there any questions? If there's any questions, feel free to, type your questions down below. I'm going to give a few minutes for anybody to have any questions. And then, so I'm assuming that everybody knows how to take this information and you know how to use it, So basically, yeah. So that is that's the 4 C's of marketing. So for anyone that want some additional help, I am going to be offering a free 15-minute business assessment, for marketing. I'm doing a free 15 business assessment. Yes. Okay. So free 15-minute, business assessment. Okay. Tomorrow is Thursday. Now from 1 to 4, I am going to be available if you want the free 15-minute business assessment. I usually schedule them. Okay. Do I remember? I think I have somebody doing something with me. Was it at 2? I forgot what time it was. So I'm going to say maybe, I'm going to just say from 3, because I don't have my count. I'm going to just say from I guess between 1 and 4. And then I'll let you know if you decide you want to take advantage of the free business assessment. So between 1 and 4 tomorrow, I am open for anyone who wants to schedule it. Now, if you're interested, you can go ahead and inbox me, and I'll get you scheduled. I don't do anything on the Fridays and the weekends. I usually do my free assessments between Monday and Thursday. I usually do them around that, between Monday and Thursday. So if you don't get in on Thursday, we can start the next schedule from next week, which is start Monday, between Monday through Thursday is the assessments. Okay, so if you're interested, you can get signed up. It's free to 15 minutes though. It's only 15 minutes. So that's pretty much it. So if you felt that this information helped you, I'm going to ask you to share this content. Please share the content. When you get something quality, you should share it. And if you know that this blessed you, share it. Never sit under somebody. If somebody really gave you something, don't be like that. Sharing is caring. So this is stuff that people have to pay for, y'all might think, but yeah. So for the most part, I do thank everybody for tuning in. Because I am going to be ending out the live video. So my goal, I'm going to say this before I go, my goal is to kind of come on like Tuesdays and Thursdays. But I'm still trying to get some things in place. I actually just joined this workout. This is online workout, which is 3 days out of the week. Monday, Wednesday, is it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday? Yeah. So basically, if I do come on Wednesdays, I have to come early, because of my workout. But I will, once I get an actual date set, some time set. I'm not there yet, but for the most part, you just probably will see me, pop on at different times. But I will give you like a heads up, a couple hours or hour. Hey, I'm posting in the group, let you know I'm going to be coming on until I actually get settled with my, get settled with my schedule and stuff. I'm not there yet. So, okay, so I guess there's no questions, guys. I'm going to going to be going. And again, guys, thank you. And take care, everybody.